Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Stellaris with me, Ep4, and of course, welcome back to the only true faithful in this horrible galaxy, the Children of Crisis. In today's video, we have two very simple and very easy to attain goals, which are my favourite type of goals. Today, we are going to be grabbing the Gaia world at long last, which will be, honestly, our main production hub for minerals, and then we also want to go ahead and finally grab Transcendence. This is our ultimate goal, and we are going to be looking for the end of the cycle. If we can grab the end of the cycle, it essentially means our empire becomes the endgame crisis. After 50 years of worshipping the endgame cycle and getting lovely, lovely bonuses, our empire ceases to exist, and we spawn in a giant warp entity which should destroy all systems slowly and methodically. Yep, we are really bringing about the end of the galaxy, but even if we don't end up getting the end of the cycle, I still want Transcendence, I still want all those lovely psyker powers. So, let's just continue. Currently we are building loads of temples everywhere, and soon, once all the administration is done, we can start making some proper science worlds, because we are so far behind in everything. Like I said in the previous video, I don't think I've ever been so far behind on a playthrough before, so we really need to start catching up and actually taking a few things a little bit seriously. A little bit.
Construction complete.
Not much. I mean, one of our lead scientists is just called Glumper. I don't think I can take things seriously when our lead scientist is called Glumper. I know I said I should take things more seriously, but first of all, let's upgrade the temples on all of these lovely little colonies. So yep, they're all about to grab hollow temples, then research labs, because the temple is the most important thing. Now, one thing I really need to focus on soon though is alloy production. Not only because we need some ships finally, but also just look at how much they're worth. I just sold 2,500 and my energy went all the way up to the top, which meant I could buy 10,000 food. Alloy production is the best way to get a good economy in this game. Also, one of the best bits of research currently being researched, plus 5% from all jobs. So, the future's looking better, just temples.
System survey complete.
Sol 3. In other words, Earth. Humans? Humans. We found the humans! Okay, you need to tell me where that wormhole goes. Explore that first, then survey the rest of this. Please say we can get here easily, because I want the humans! Oh look, they're in an early space stage. It's us! How foul. It's not too far away. The wormhole goes there. Wait, how did my science vessel get here if it didn't use the wormhole? Game, I think I should have explored this. Doesn't matter, but still, yeah, that's gonna be way too expensive to grab, sadly. Actually, that's not as bad as I thought it might be. Might be worth saving up just for the fun factor. Maybe. Maybe. Now, what type of resort world would be complete without a temple? Our terrible leader is at least now level 3, slowly leveling up. Their cap has also just been increased by the Privy Council. The best and the brightest compete for a chance to whisper advice into the auditory receiver of our illustrious ruler, to better guide the ship of state. So yeah, our ruler can now have a much higher level. The problem is, he started off at such a low level, I'm not quite sure he's going to get anywhere near that before he passes on. He's already 64. Yeah, that last election was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. Really should make sure to keep at least a little bit of influence around, I think 200, so that I can influence our elections. Okay, this is going to be an alloy foundry world, so sure, let's continue with that. We have found the ancient caretakers. Okay, that's pretty nice. So where are you then? Over here, okay. Right next to the humans. Yeah, we do want to destroy one of these fallen empires as well before the endgame crisis occurs. We want their tech. Although saying that, seeing the fallen empires fight the endgame crisis, since we're just going to leave it alone, would be really interesting as well. The system is ours, which means let's go ahead and colonize the Gaia world with... I don't even know which species. We have a lot of choice. My god. Yeah, xenocompatibility. We have lots of half-species here. It doesn't really matter which one I send, because they're all going to migrate there anyway, so, again, doesn't really matter at all. Well, I guess it matters a little bit, because the first few people, I guess in that case it's best to send our lovely snake people, because they have bonus unity and bonus energy. So yeah, sure, let's send you. And we'll also grab this one as well, and we'll send... Apparently this one is a half Child of Crisis. Sure, though saying that, this one's half Racket and is psychic because of it. It's so insane. You know what, just send that again, it doesn't really matter at this point, it really doesn't. And you may as well grab that afterwards. Building so many deep space black sites. So what these do is they are a secretive piece of the base which will increase the stability and governing ethics attraction of any planets underneath them. And because I've been building my stations around my planets, well, that is really good. Remember, the more stability, the more raw resource we get from all of our jobs. Well, I say raw resource, all resources. Be it science, unity, potatoes, we get more of them, which is lovely. Still only at 1k science though. Again, so far behind. So the Calvins now outnumber the Children of Crisis. That's quick. I mean, to be fair, their main bonus is bonus population growth speed and the fact they can inhabit any planet. But still, that's impressive. And there's so many of you as well. The psychic version. I mean, that's pretty cool. Now, here's the thing. Ultra Temple, the Sacred Nexus, or more gene modification points. Honestly, the Temple, purely because there is no easy way to modify this many species. These are the species within our empire. And we keep on getting more versions because of xenocompatibility. So it's going to be impossible to keep up with the improvements. I guess if we grab the numerous ones and try to take away some of the negatives, that would be passed on to the children. Yes, we could try and remove all the negative traits, but that's going to be an uphill battle because there's just so many. It would take so many months. I don't think it's worth it at this point. So for now, the Sacred Nexus. More population, more fun. Yes. Let's go ahead and grab the Judgment Core.
Construction complete.
Finally, up to 2000 science. That took way too long. Now, once the planetary capital is built over here, we can then add the Research Institute, which will increase all research on the planet, which is lovely. How did I end up with an unemployed specialist here? I have no idea. But apparently that happened. The resort world doesn't have enough housing, that's fine. The next time there's a gap, I'll simply build one of the luxury residences. Nice and simple. Here we are, workplace motivators. There are many ways to motivate those who perform menial labour to work harder. Some are based on incentives and others not. Leading to transcendence, the great awakening. The veil has been lifted. Finally, we can see into the warp, and what we see is our salvation and our doom. Now I believe that's a bit of research I can do to actually unlock that. Or not. Maybe that happens in a moment by itself. I really can't remember. It's been a while.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Well, eventually, we will be able to peer into the veil itself, but I guess that'll be all. There we go, the Shroud. Which is a special project, and of course, begin breaching the Shroud. I can imagine the whole galaxy watching us right now thinking, maybe they are dangerous. And then thinking, nah, look how nice they are to everyone. They wouldn't hurt anyone. Let's just ignore that their flag is a burning world. Now, sadly, one of our scientists have passed on at the ripe old age of 113, working until the day they passed. But don't worry, they are being replaced with the most respectful and professionally named person I've ever seen. Glumpus. Glumpus the Maniacal. I think we can all agree that Glumpus the Maniacal will get stuff done in a prompt and professional manner. Welcome, Glumpus. Finally, we can look into the shroud. Of course, we will reach into the shroud. And we've already found a presence. No, Whisperers in the Void. Oh, I love Whisperers in the Void, but no, if we accept this pact, and I really want to, we can't get the end of the cycle. The end of the cycle is a different pact. You can't have a covenant with all of them. As soon as you grab one of the covenants, all of the others no longer appear. Oh, this is a great one, though. They claim to be privy to all knowledge whispered in secrecy from one mortal to another, and offer to share these secrets with us, if we will only allow them into our consciousness. And that would give us plus 15% research and plus 15% influence. Obviously, that's amazing, but no. Oh, that's so annoying. Well, that's helpful. We have found the infinity equation. And you're only level 2. Okay, what level scientists do we have available? Aha, you. Perfect. Ta-da! Now we have a level 6 scientist, so we will be doing the infinity equation as soon as the option to do so pops up, which should be fairly soon. Now we've found it. Oh, hello. So, how is this going to happen? This will allow us to uplift our main species, but I think it's only the main species, which isn't actually that much of a big deal. Sure, we are ready to ascend. Okay, now, what will happen is I'm going to need a construction ship right there now, which is fine, because we have you. I think I might need a science vessel, I can't remember. Either way, we're building a science vessel because I need to start assisting research with our planets anyway, and Ash is one of the leaders in science at the moment, so that is definitely needed. Oh, in fact, yep, we do need a scientist, so that was perfect. Good. So, now we've finished domination, let's go into... I'm tempted by diplomacy, purely because of the market fee and the trade value increases. We don't really care about the Federation stuff, so these two are sort of dead here, but these three are so powerful. Of course, we will eventually need supremacy for the bonus fire rate and cheaper ships, but we don't really care about that for a while. So, sure, diplomacy, let's get some more energy. Because right now we are starving for all of the basic resources.
Construction
The new
complete.
Gaia world, which is just about to be colonized, will be fantastic. Plus 15% bonus minerals, and look at all of those mining districts. That will be absolutely fantastic. Then we even have this planet over here, which has further plus 10% minerals. So yeah, this whole area is just going to be mineral central. Once we have that sorted, we can have loads of alloys and just... hopefully our economy can be sustained via that. There we are. Excellent. Okay, so the infinity equation is about to start, and we can also begin this over here.
Special project
Okay,
complete.
you go and do that. And then over here, where's our highest level fellow? That would be you, right? Yes, it would. Okay, you there. The sacrificer. Excellent. The first step of the uplifting process is not exactly a pleasant one. Although they appear to be in good health, aside from the occasional bleeding from the eyes and ears, their daytime production is affected by their growing fatigue. Oh, that explains why I have insomnia. Maybe I'm just being uplifted secretly by an alien organization. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Let's continue. No price is too high. How do we keep on getting unemployed specialists? What have I done here? It's happened 3 times now, and I'm not quite sure what I've done to cause that. It's not a huge problem, they will eventually just become workers, but weird. So, since our people are now fatigued, what does that actually mean? Minus 30% resource from jobs. Okay, yep, so it is only the children of Crisis who are being uplifted, all the rest are just kind of confused about what's going on. Glorious science. So, naturally, things are continuing to go wrong, so right now our poor people, who are finally going to sleep, are then being trapped in their sleep and are no longer able to do pretty much anything. So what we're going to do is send in a team of engineers to try and save our people.
Situation
And of course the engineers, there we are all on that lovely construction vessel.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
That should be fixed fairly soon, then everything should be back to normal.
Construction complete.
Should be.
Construction.
The repair work went fantastically, and now we are finally going into gateway travel. I never build gateways, I really should, so here we are. After this, we should be able to get the rare research which will enable us to actually build our own gateways, and we definitely need them because, yeah, although it looks like we've got a very small empire, and honestly we do, it's really difficult to get ships from one side to the other, so we need a gateway here, here, and here, I think. Well, that's interesting. So, because we're spiritualists, what we could do is this. Declare the sphere a divine instrument, which I assume is a permanent plus 5% happiness to all of our people. That wouldn't be terrible. Our workers are already happy, but this would make them even happier. I'm assuming our rulers are already on 100%. Yeah, so no effect on our rulers. Some effect on our specialists, though. That would increase our stability because of, where is it there? Population approval rating would increase. You know what? Let's do that. Yes. We are the faithful. Declare the sphere a divine instrument. Lovely. Yep, now 94% population approval rating. Refugees are arriving. Quite a few of them, in fact. I wonder what's causing that. Well, I'm okay with that, so thank you very much for the free people, I suppose. The children of Crisis have been successfully uplifted, and this is true for any of the children of Crisis, even the half-children of Crisis. Although, I believe... yeah, so it doesn't work if they don't have the original Snake portrait. Any of them which do have the portrait now have plus 10% researcher output and plus 25% leader experience gain. That is beautiful. I assume that means for you as well, am I right? It's not popping up there. That's interesting. Well, hopefully the new leaders will get the bonus anyway. It doesn't really matter right now if this particular one doesn't get it. We now forcefully spread our faith to a brand new world.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Sorry, primitive armies. I don't think you're gonna win versus our legions.
Our champions have secured a healing
Our divine... faction. Our divine right
Construction
shines true.
complete.
Lovely. So, brand new planet. It's a size 21 continental, which is fantastic, and I think I'm going to use it mostly for food. Hopefully soon we'll get some new leaders here. Ooh, so this is the new species then. Hello. You are intelligent and you are conservationists. You are, however, slow learners. But still, we'll soon enough get some new people here and then we can get all this sorted. Let's start off by building a temple, of course. Once more, we can look into the shroud, so let's do just that. Oh, low probability of success. Nope, we just lost an admiral. Well, we tried.
Complete.
Now at 3k science, lovely. So the science is increasing rapidly, and it should increase even faster as the new worlds finally start giving us some proper resources. But what we really need is food and minerals. The consumer goods problem should be solved soon. We are making more alloys now than we have at any time so far. So our future is looking better. I think we should be able to make a pretty darn powerful warp entity. But for now, I'm afraid I am all out of time for today's episode. So if you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Stellaris is a series you wish to see continued in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. In the next episode, I will finally name our resort world, and hopefully we can find a more powerful ally in the shroud. And other than that, just lots of sorting out of the planets we already have. Thank you again, and goodbye.